Hi, my name is Amanda, and for this project I will be analyzing the music, transitions, and story from the 2019 film Midsommar in the scene where the main character Dani, played by Florence Pugh, becomes the Swedish cult's summer May Queen. At this point in the scene, everything is still fairly calm. The hallucinogens she drank earlier have yet to reach their full effect, but the confusion she's feeling is still clearly portrayed by the actress, the heavy breathing, and the camera movements. At this point, the shot transitions into slow motion and dissolves over itself once, showing the drugs starting to take effect, but while this first dissolve only lasts for 4 seconds, the slow motion continues for the rest of the scene until the dissolves end and a sense of normalcy returns when the dance finishes. It isn't until this point, when the dissolves intensify and the score begins to overlap itself, that it is truly shown how much the drugs are skewing her perception of the world and how what's left of her sanity and stability is slowly dissolving away. It takes the swell of confusion that the character is already going through and transfers it to the audience. The overlapping music, visuals, and the hints of hallucinations create an uncomfortable feeling for the viewer, and even though they aren't thinking of the horrors that were previously shown, the feeling of anxiety is still very present and effective. The dissolves then suddenly stop, and while the camera is still spinning, it is far more stable and focused than it was previously.
I don't speak Swedish. What?
We see Dani in the final 3 contestants, and she is happy. She's happier than we've seen her throughout the entire movie, and thus begins her final descent into the mercy of the group. The dance ends abruptly, with the other 2 women bumping into each other seemingly by accident, but with how everything else is set up by the cult so perfectly, it leaves the question in the viewer's mind of, did she really win, or was that just another setup meant to make Dani feel more at home? Throughout the whole movie, the main character is going on the emotional journey of grieving the loss of her family, realizing the 4-year relationship she has with her boyfriend is going to end, and facing all of her anxieties, all while slowly and subtly being manipulated and indoctrinated into accepting a place in this pagan cult, surrendering her individual identity for a place in the collective whole, and blurring her originally horrified view of the cult into a feeling of being welcomed, a feeling of being home. She even hallucinates seeing her dead parents and sister among the members of the cult, and the music adds to the moment with an uplifting and almost joyous moment that feels like a homecoming. She's effectively saying goodbye to her old family while being welcomed into the new, the first dissolving into the second. You can see her dad here, her mom here, right behind him, and her sister is behind her mom, and ends up standing here to the left of Dani, frowning as she's looking at the loving welcome her sister is receiving. But the cult? They're ecstatic she won. They're smiling, congratulating her the whole time. We hear them say, "Welcome, welcome home, we love you." They make her feel seen and loved. They quite literally lift her up like Christian couldn't or was unwilling to do for so long. We see her supported and uplifted by a new family.